Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk about Jasper AI versus content at scale. If you're not familiar with content at scale, it is a new tool. They are still in beta. If you do want to test it out or subscribe, I would do it now because I believe once beta is up, they may raise their prices. And I know you're going to freak out at the price, but I'm going to talk about that. So I am going to start with the pricing because I want to get that elephant in the room out of the way. Pricing is high. I'm not going to deny that, but I'm going to break down the cost between the different tools. So Jasper Boss Mode, which is what I have a subscription to, is $59 per month for 50,000 words. So, that might be 20, 25 posts maybe, depending on the length of your post. Content at Scale is $500 per month for 20 posts. Okay. These 20 posts have no limit on length. They might deliver an 800 word post. It might deliver a 2,500 word post. It depends on what the top ranking pages are doing. So $500 per month for 20 posts. So you're paying $25 a post. Okay. I don't know where you're going to get a post for $25. That's decent quality. But to me right there, that is a good number. Here you're getting a post for, $59 per month. But I'm going to show you why Jasper, the cost savings may not be as much as you think. So we'll cover that in a minute. I want to just break down how I came up with my cost to determine whether or not I'm going to stick with content at scale. So in the table below, I'm valuing my time at $50 per hour. So when I consult, I charge $125 per hour. But I only did evaluation $50 per hour for this exercise. I've given an editing time average based on my personal experience with each of these tools because you will need to do a little bit of editing for both tools. It's not going to spit out 100% perfect, and you really should take time to go through it. I also provided a cost per word of 6 cents for outsourcing. So when I outsource my by lesser important content, I'm paying 6 cents per word. Yes, you might be paying 2 or 3 cents per word, and you can change this, number game a little bit, but for most of us, I think we're paying in that 5 to 8 cents per word average. So I tried to take the lower end of what I'd be paying to be as fair as I can with this analysis. So let's compare how the real cost for 40,000 words or 20 articles of content might look. Jasper AI on content at scale, because one is based on posts and one based on words, it's not going to be an exact, but I tried to make it as close as possible. So say I'm doing 40,000 words of content this month or 20 articles. Jasper AI, the cost of the tool is $59. Content at scale is $500, and outsourcing would be about 6 cents per word. So 6 cents per word at 40,000 words would give me a total cost of $2,400. And if I'm outsourcing, I'm not expecting I need to do any editing, so I just left that cost. For content at scale, because they are per article, 20 articles is $500. I average about, actually I made worst case scenario. I actually only take about 15 to 30 minutes to edit an article. So I actually put an hour here to make it a worst case scenario. So 20 hours of editing time for those 20 articles, it's $1,000 of my time. So my total cost is $1,500. With Jasper AI for 40,000 words, it'll cost me $59. I am averaging, and I gave them a best case scenario because I'm typically spending another 2 to 3 hours per article. I am pretty diligent in my articles. I add a lot of data. I add a lot of really important aspects. So I may spend more than most people spend on their articles. From scratch, it'll take me 5 to 8 hours to write an article, depending what the topic is. So I'm being a little generous here with 2 hours. So that gives me 40 hours of extra time I need to add. So that's a cost of $2,000 of my time, which puts it at $2,059 of cost. So, and again, the other thing about Jasper, which you don't have to do with content at scale, Jasper, you need to feed it a lot of information for it to give you the content that you're looking for. So you have to use commands and tell it what you're looking for. Content at scale is giving you a full written post, including headings and call out boxes and click to tweet boxes. So you're going to see there's a big difference in regards to these two for the money that you're paying. So this post that is on my website will show you the comparisons, and these are some of the more popular things that people ask about, the types of content Jasper can do, All types. Okay, so it's for everything. You can do ad copy, you can do sales copy, short form copy, long form copy. So Jasper is a lot more flexible in that respect. Content at scale is just for SEO driven blog content. They only do long form blogs or articles, but it is very SEO power driven. I'm going to show you that as well. Jasper is not. Jasper does not deliver SEO optimized content. The AI technology used, and this is way over my head, guys. I'm smart, but I'm not this smart, so I don't even want to learn about these things. I just wanted to do the magic for me. Jasper, from my understanding, they use GPT-3. Content at Scale does also use GPT-3, but they're mixing a couple of different AI engines and a couple different algorithms, methodologies. So it's a little more advanced. They're using NLP, which I believe is also what Surfer uses. So it's a pretty cool mix of things to give the output it's giving. They both do have plagiarism checkers. Tone of voice, I know a lot of people love to use this. I don't particularly care to use it, but you do have a choice of tone in Jasper. Content at Scale does not have that option. Languages, Jasper works with a ton right now. My understanding is Content at Scale does only work in English right now. I haven't seen any options for anything else, but I'm sure once they are out of beta, they'll probably be adding languages as well. SEO optimization features, Jasper does integrate with Surfer SEO. I do have that integration going and it works great. But of course, Surfer SEO is an additional fee. So you're paying your $59 a month, but you're probably going to have to pay another whatever it is now, $60, $70 a month for Surfer if you want to get it optimized as well. Content at Scale includes an optimization tool right in their interface. So when you get your article, you can optimize it as well. And they both have pretty decent refund policies. So you can spend the $500, test out Content Scale. If you're not happy with it, within your first 5 articles or 30 days, you can go ahead and get a full refund. So when you scroll down this post, it's going to show you examples. So I did 2 test examples. This one, keyword used, can you plant black-eyed peas from the grocery store? For Jasper, I did a one-shot blog post. When I did this, guys, I was trying to be as complete and accurate as possible. So I really wanted to give Jasper a fair shot against Content at Scale. So I used one-shot blog post because that's one of their newer templates, and it gives you an outline for a blog post. And it is pretty cool. That's what I've been using to do some of my content. It really does help speed up the process. But you can see here, blog topic, create a post about whether you can plant black-eyed peas from the grocery store. I wrote tone of voice is fun. And an intended audience, I put gardeners looking to grow black-eyed peas. You could just put gardeners in here or whatever. The total word count it gave me was 278 words. You can see the article that it delivered to me right here. Okay, so this is my first shot. It's good. I obviously need to do a lot more to it. I can't write a 278 word post and expect to rank. So I still have a bit of work to do here. For Content at Scale, what I did, can you plant black-eyed peas from the grocery store? The difference here, okay, Jasper needs topics and it needs to be told what to do. And you can see 80 out of 800 words is what I used here. I could have probably expanded on this and got a little more output, but I really wanted to try and make this a fair share here. So I didn't want to add more here and get a better content when Content at Scale is using just a keyword. You don't have to add anything else here, just a keyword. It doesn't need you to prompt anything or do anything. So for this one, I entered my keyword. This is optional. I did not have to put this in here, but I did just, help it a little bit. But you can just do the keyword. And this is what it gave me, 1,164 words. Okay, and this is the whole article. So you can scroll down, you can see both articles in full view. I did actually copy and paste them, and then I did a second test as well. So you guys can go ahead and look through that to compare the quality of the content. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the dashboards of each. So you can see, Jasper is kind of like does everything. They do all different things. They have a ton of features. They have templates. They have a bigger community. Their pricing is obviously a lot lower. So it does have a lot going for it. Content at Scale is the new guy. There's not a huge community yet. How they are different is they only do one thing, and that's all they want to do. SEO optimized content. That's all they want to do. Long form posts, helping you grow and kind of improve the scalability of your content. In this day and age, how much content you write is affecting rank, the more content you put out there, the more Google's going to love you. So that is the difference between the two. So let's jump into the back end real quick so you can see each. So this is kind of your docs page when you land at both. So here's my one test project. We ran this one, and this is the article on the Jasper side. So how to become a midwife. So all I had put in for content at scale was how to become a midwife. The steps you need to take is the title that it gave me. Okay, so this, let's open this up so you can see it a little bigger. Okay, so this is content at scale's interface. So what you can see here, this is the article that it gave me. How to become a midwife in 5 steps. Are you passionate about women's health? And it tells me step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Gives me a table of contents. Gives me the steps. Actually, it gave me the steps again. Key takeaway. Okay, but the thing about the steps here, it just kind of expanded on it a little bit more. Key takeaway, I love this. It adds key takeaways for us to really engage users. Many people do just kind of scroll through a post. Now you have these really cool call out boxes that kind of will engage a user and just let them skim through, which is really neat. You don't have to use them, of course, but it does give those. And then it dives into the education. So you've got all these headers, employment opportunities, the levels, the different levels of midwives with the description of each. Another key takeaway. Oh, and up here I forgot to mention, click to tweet. Okay, looking to get into a career in midwifery, you'll need to complete an accredited midwifery education, blah, blah, blah. But this is really cool. Just a really good click to tweet that's already integrated. Salaries, it'll give salaries, and these salary ranges are correct. I did actually verify these. The only thing I would probably do is update this, make it a 2020 salary data or 2021 if it's available yet. So I would like to see a little more updated salaries, but other than that, it's pulling the correct data. And this might be all that's available. It looks like it looked at the American College of Nurse Midwives. Maybe this is the last data that's available from there. So, you know, that might be just what it is. I might have to stick with that. Another key takeaway, what type of personality, and it even writes a conclusion for you. If you have set it up properly, the Contact Us button will be linked to your contact page. So this is the full post. I can literally like copy this and put it on my website. But what's really beautiful is when you come over here, you've got this whole optimization tool. So on-page checklist, here's the brief where a lot of the information came from. So I can go through and I can actually see, you know, I can make sure everything's being covered. I can look at all the different things that some other websites are doing. I can see if it's missing any content. So this is a really cool feature. And then review is to determine whether or not plagiarism is taking place. So I ran a plagiarism check, total words, 1,300 words matched, 18 words matched another website, which means I have a 1% plagiarism. If you come back here, you can see the red is plagiarism. So, you know, obviously this is not a plagiarized thing. It's just little words throughout the post that, you know, obviously they're going to be writing about some of the same stuff. So I see 3 of these. Maybe I'll want to go ahead and change a couple of these just so they're not the same in this post anyway. No issue with plagiarism. Okay, so if you're concerned about that, not an issue at all. Now let's come over to Jasper. So for the exact same phrase, you know, how to become a midwife, this is what it's giving me. Considering a career in midwifery, here's what you need to know. So I got my blog title, introduction, okay, blog body, education and training requirements, salary and job outlook. And again, this was accurate as well. I did check this. It pulls from Bureau of Labor Statistics as opposed to some of the other websites. So this is great as well. And then a conclusion. But as you can see, you know, it's 358 words. There's not a lot going on here. Content at scale gave me 1,100 words to work with. Now, the one thing where, you know, content at scale kind of blew it out of the water, if we come down here, where was it? Here. The brief overview of the different levels of midwives, you know, it gives me all the different levels of midwives, and it gave me a description of each. Jasper did not even mention them. So right out of the gate, I noticed that. So maybe here, you know, I would have to actually go in, and this is where you have to count for your time when you're analyzing that cost. And these are the things I was talking about. So I really do need to do a bit of work with Jasper to give it some help. So I might want to say, you know, what types of midwife levels are there? So if I do this, now Jasper might give me, okay, so now it does, you know, certified nurse midwife, certified midwife, and direct entry midwife. And then I might want to do list of midwife types. Okay, didn't really put it into a list. Usually would put it into a list. And then I would have to do, you know, so I have to really kind of set it up. Yeah, I'm just kind of show you how much work has to be done. Okay, so it'll give me the information, but I really have to feed it a lot more questions and a lot more prompts. Whereas content at scale, it gave me all that. I didn't have to do anything. So up here, you know, you can see it's 1,499 words, 61 paragraphs. You have all this really cool data here, and then you got your optimization tool. So this is the difference between the two. The biggest difference is content at scale wants to give you a fully formatted post ready for production. It gives you an interface where you can edit the post, and it gives you an optimization checklist. Jasper is giving you the post, but it's giving you a partial post. You still have to continue feeding it data and information for it to provide more content output. So those are the big differences. So there you go, Jasper versus content at scale. If you have any questions or you want to see something else, just let me know. I am going to be doing a full video as well on each of these tools, so stay tuned for that as well. And if you have any questions, hit me up, guys. Have a great day.